Hey, just saw Avengers Infinity War last night. Right off the bat. One of the best comic book movies of all time. Yes. And I'm somebody who is a comic book movie sweaty. And I call it sweaty because I get sweaty thinking about it. Comic book nerd, what have you. But yeah, listen. One of the best movies that the Marvel people have put out. The Russo brothers, who have directed the Captain America films, the last two Captain America films, they've done a great job. I can't wait for the sequel to this one. Couple of quick things, nothing, no spoilers, but a couple of key things to look out for. Get there on time because as soon as the movie starts, they put their foot on the gas and it stays on there until the end. Even the moments of exposition are important. You need to pay attention to what the characters are saying. Every character has their moment. Every hero has something to do that's important. There's no fluff. There's no why are they doing that? Or there's none of that. I know some of the other Marvel films have had those moments, like okay, really, but and I like all of the films, some more than others, but it definitely is important to pay attention to what the characters are doing. Um, it's hard to talk about this movie without spoiling it, so I'm just going to try and be general. Um, Standout characters in the film for me, um, I would say the surprise was Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, and I liked his solo movie, but Doctor Strange really he comes across in this one. He's the man, um, and I don't take that to mean when I say somebody does a great job in the film, the hero does a great job. I'll say this to you: don't assume anything. Don't assume anything. Everybody's life is on the table, and I'll just leave it at that. Don't assume that the character you like the most, the character that's doing the most, the only one that I will, and it's not a surprise. The only one that I never feared was going to get hurt was Stan Lee, who makes his his usual cameo. Everybody else is on the table. Um, Thanos. Thanos might be the greatest screen villain of all time, and this is somebody who grew up in the 70s. I mean, who saw Star Wars in the movie theater. And when Darth Vader first came on the screen, I was like, yo, he might be the greatest screen villain of all time. And I'm including, obviously, Darth Vader. Who else comes to mind? Hans Gruber from Die Hard. Uh, the Nazis from from Indiana Jones. Uh, he's scary. He's serious about his business, and he has no compunction about hurting or doing what he's got to do to anybody to get what he wants. He's after these stones, and that's the premise of the movie. If you've been watching all the other film, all the other MCU films, Thanos has gotten a hold of the Infinity Gauntlet, and he is now going to collect the six stones that power the gauntlet, so he can end half the life in the universe. And why would he want to do that? He believes that brings balance. And he goes into more, of his motivation, and you get a little bit of a backstory about who Thanos is and what he's about and all that kind of stuff. But he is a character with depth. And I hesitate to call him the villain, and you only call him the villain because he's fighting the Avengers, uh, because Thanos thinks he's right. Like, he doesn't see himself as a monster. He doesn't see himself as on the wrong side of things. He sees those that are trying to stop him of being on the wrong side. His children, the Black Order, not to be messed with. These are not just some henchmen that he's sending out there, and they're easily dispatched. The Avengers have everything they can handle on their hands. Not to mention the fact, they've been disassembled, so they got to come back together and then do what they got to do against Thanos, and that's a tall order. There are not a lot of nice cameos in this film, and they're not the kind of cameos if you blink you'll miss it. Stay for the post credits. There's no mid credits. Stay for the post credits. That's important. There's not a lot I can say about the movie without spoiling it. So, I'll leave it at that. But stay away from social media, because you're going to have people who just can't control themselves, and they'll get on there and they'll start spoiling it. And I'll tell you right now, there's spoilers that will ruin the movie for you from as soon as the movie opens. I guarantee you may have guessed, oh, this is going to happen, this is going to happen to that person. I guarantee you, you probably are, at best, 40% right, maybe even less than that, of what you think may happen. So, anyway, check it out. Go see Avengers Infinity War. How it ranks on my list of all the other MC films, I'm not quite sure yet. Up until last night, Black Panther was my top. Then I had Captain America, Winter Soldier. Then I had Spider-Man, who just joined the MCU. So those were my top three. Infinity War is definitely in the top three. I'm just not sure if it's number 1 or 2. But at any rate, yeah, that's it. Enjoy the film. I know you will. I mean, it's a fun, and it's beautifully shot, by the way. So go, if you can, go see it in 3D IMAX. It's something to see. So, all right, thanks for watching. See you later.